All right, welcome everybody. It's been a while since I did a reading here, so I was kind of getting drawn to do one. So let me just spray my cards down here a little bit, get some smudge oil on there. So I hope everybody's been doing really good. I feel like there's a lot of energy still coming, still in the area, still a lot of things coming down. Maybe some people are getting in reunion with somebody new, or maybe they're getting back to people from their past. People may be falling in love, people may be falling out of love. Things happen. That's just the way that the world turns, I guess you can say. Sometimes things come the way that we want them and sometimes they don't, but that's just life. There's ups and downs, right? But we do have a new moon coming. The new moon usually can be good for like new beginnings and new starts. It's a new moon in Sagittarius. We're now moving towards Sagittarius um, season. And Sagittarius can talk about spirituality. Can talk about wanting to reconnect with your higher power or God or whatever you believe in. Your religious deity, or if you believe in a goddess. Getting back in connection with them. Can also just talk about maybe even doing some like self reflection where you're actually like listening to your own guides, your own intuition. And Sagittarius, I believe, is a fire sign. So there's some passionate energy there. And I do believe that now Mercury is gone. I think they say direct. If not direct, it's like during like the shadow time. We had that retrograde. I think it was supposed to come to an end on the 20th of November. So hopefully things might start getting a little bit better now for some of you all out there. For me, I don't really think it affects me because Mercury happens to be my ruling planet because I'm a Gemini. So I don't usually have those type of issues and problems that some people may get from the Mercury retrograde type of things. But anyway, let's go ahead and see what the cards have to say today. Let's see what's going on for everybody out there. Let's see if we can get some clear messages, spirits, angels, and guides. What can you tell me for all the people out there, all my friends that are tuning into this channel that want to know something about tarot, want to know some things about their life? Let's see what we got for them. All right, let's go ahead and get started, you guys. Let's see. Like I said, it's been a while. Actually, something that's really interesting, you guys. I haven't really gone into it a lot. I was trying to tell some people at my work and things like that because some of my coworkers wanted me to do readings for them and things. But interesting. I actually woke up a couple different times in the middle of the night, and I kid you not, I literally looked at my clock, and on my clock it said 444. And then I'm like, well, nothing significant about that number to me, nothing significant about that time, but it's very interesting that that's exactly what time I woke up and exactly when I looked at the clock, 444. So I mean, like I said, I kind of brushed it off a little bit, but then another night I go to sleep and I wake up again, and now the clock says 333. So let me tell you something about that. When you see numbers like that, when you see numbers that mirror each other like that, 333 or 444, 1111, 1010, 2020, because we're coming into the year 2020, those are mirror numbers. And we usually like to say that that is a twin flame number. And for those of you who don't understand twin flames, I'll try to see if I can explain it maybe a little bit later here in this reading here to give you guys a little bit more definition about it. But basically, what I can say about twin flame is that's like it's simply that they're your twin. They have your energy because they're a part of you. We like to say that it's actually the other equal part of our soul. And yes, I know this may contradict a lot of things that we're told in life. There's no way that everybody has two souls or this or that. But that's what the twin flame is. It's like your soul has been split in half and somebody's equal to you in every single way. They're part of you, and you're a part of them. And no matter where you go, no matter what you do, you're always going to be thinking about it. It's a lot more deeper than even a possession. It's not even really, in my opinion, I don't even think obsession should be the word you use. It's because you're really, really magnetically drawn to this person. You feel like this, you feel the exact same things they do, even when you do readings for them, the cards match the same. So interesting. Like I said, I woke up twice at two different mirror numbers, and guess what, you guys? I happen to be in contact with my best friend. I have not talked to her since August 21st, and I kept doing readings and readings and readings. I even went down to Florida, and like my readings kept saying, "You're gonna get in contact with her, and you're gonna get in contact with her." I'm like, I'm down here in Florida now, and like she hasn't called me, she hasn't texted me. I got her friends calling me and texting me, wondering like what's going on, and, and I finally started getting some like oracle cards and things like that, and some of the oracle cards kept saying the word trust. You need to trust, trust, trust. And I happen to be a Capricorn moon, and Capricorns, one tendency that they have is that even though they can be very, very inclined, like spiritually and be, psychic, they're always doubting. That's a part of them that they do. They doubt. And I definitely think I have that Capricorn moon energy in me that I do doubt things even when I see it right here. I'm like, this is not going to happen. She hasn't talked to me. She hasn't called me, whatever. And now, you guys, I'm back in contact with her. So I'm very, very happy with that. And I'm hoping that some of you guys are there too that have been waiting for some confirmation, or been waiting to get in contact with your loved ones, or the person that you happen to have a crush on, whatever, that it happens for you guys. I really hope for that. So let's go ahead and see. Like I said, you guys, I know I've been talking here a lot. Let's go ahead and play some tarot here and see what everybody has got going on for them, what we have. All right, let's see what we got. Ooh, all right. First card out is the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles, Earth energy. So this is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Six of Pentacles talks about reciprocity. It's wanting that like equal relationship, where, it's 50-50. You're giving some love, you're putting things out there, and, maybe you're doing something for them. You're buying them gifts or presents, and you're hoping that they're going to, return that love. They're going to like maybe give you presents. They're going to like, call you on the phone and tell you how much they love you and things like that. So this is like that equal, like I said, 50-50 relationship here, that reciprocity. Whatever you're putting into it, you're wanting to receive back, and it's going to be equal for some of you guys out there. And like I said, you could be dealing with an earth sign. You don't necessarily have to be, but if that resonates with you, like I said, you might possibly be doing that. Might be possibly having somebody that's an earth sign coming your way. And look what we got. Now we got the Three of Pentacles. So again, some more earth energy here. Again, could be dealing with an earth sign. Just saying, could be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles talks about a partnership usually. Even though in this card she's actually by herself, that could mean something to you. You could actually be doing some work by yourself. But the Three of Pentacles usually means that you want to work on a project together with somebody. You're wanting to reconnect with someone. You're wanting to work together. Could be a partnership. Maybe you could start a job with somebody, or maybe you're wanting this person that you love or you may be attracted to work with you. Maybe you want to have the same job. You might be in the same career field. All right, let's get some more here. Get some more. Oh my gosh, look at all this earth energy, you guys. This is ridiculous. I definitely feel like the spirits are saying that somebody out there is connected to an earth sign. I know I am, because the person that I happen to love is a Virgo. But this is Ace of Pentacles. So again, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, earth signs. Ace of Pentacles talks about a new beginning, a new start. This has to do with something you value. So this could be something that you really, really, really connect to, something that has like a high place in your heart. Ace of Pentacles can also talk about engagement. A lot of people look at that big giant pentacle as possibly like an engagement ring. Somebody could come in there and like, want to mix some things up there and maybe ask you for marriage, may ask you for your hand. They may want that higher relationship with you possibly. Because you can kind of see in that, I don't know if you guys can see in that card too. It looks like a gateway, right? Walk through that gate. I'm sorry, I know I'm trying to see if I get it to show you guys. It's really dark in my room, and that's unfortunately I have like all the lights on. This is like the best I can do as far as the light. I might have to buy some more lamps or something here. But you can see in this card there is a gateway. So going through that gate, and going through that gate, think of it like that. Going to a new beginning, a new place, a new chapter. There you go, a new chapter in your life. All right, let's get some more here. Let's see what we have. Oop, there we go. Something fell out. Look at all this pentacle energy, all this earth energy. This is a 7 of Pentacles. Interesting. So this is, again, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. You know what? Actually, this is actually from one of my other decks. I don't know how this got on here, but we'll still take it. 7 of Pentacles. So 7 of Pentacles talks about things that you're putting down, right? Things that you're putting down that you're basically trying to grow. You're reaping what you're sowing. You can be putting some hard work in there. I always like to think of it like you put some seeds down, you planted them, and now you're waiting for them to blossom and grow. But very interesting. And very interesting how I did put that card away and I got to mix in with these cards. But it was meant to come out. It's still meant to come out because it did pop out. So we're going to go with that. Whoop. That's my fault. Kind of lost my shuffling there, you guys. Oh, there you go. You see that? See how I threw the cards up in the air and you see all the energy? But look at that we got now. We got the 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment, water energy, emotional energy here. So that could be dealing with a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. We just got out of Scorpio season, believe it or not. I think we actually now are in Sagittarius season. But the 9 of Cups talks about wish fulfillment. So this can talk about, calling something in, basically asking the spirits, your guides, praying for something to come your way, And it's all about your desires being fulfilled, but also the important thing about the 9 of Cups too is also being careful what you wish for, because it will happen, So you want to make sure whatever you're wishing for is exactly what you want, because somebody's out there listening to that wish. You think of those movies like Wishmaster, and I think like Jinn, which is the evil type of genies and stuff like that. Being careful of those wishes. All right, let's get a couple more here. Spirits. Let's see what we got. Oh, we got 2. 2 popped out. Well, yep, 2 of them. I was thinking for 3 for a second, but it was 2 of them. All right, so we got a 10 of Swords. This is air energy. Could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. 10 of Swords is that end of a painful cycle. It could be you're feeling like somebody stabbed you in the back, somebody did you wrong, somebody treated you like crap, they kicked the crap out of you, if you want to say that, they made you feel at your lowest point. But the thing about the 10 of Swords is that it's the end of that cycle. And even though all those swords in this card, they're stabbing that woman in the back, right? They're stabbing her in the back. But in reality, she can still get up. And if you also notice in that card too, there's no blood. She's not bleeding. So she's not completely, really, really wounded like we may think we are sometimes. Or we may get into that period where we allow people to make us feel like we're been down and out. But in reality, we can get back and we can find somebody better. There's better people out there. And it makes sense because we have the Death card. The Death card is Scorpio energy. And the Death card talks about complete end of a cycle, but a rebirth, a renewal, Phoenix rising up, rebirth, transformation, things changing for you for the better. It's getting rid of all those old things, and it's like starting from fresh, new. You got that beautiful white horse coming. So something new could be coming for you guys, a transformation, a change in things. All right. Whoa, it's a little. Am I feeling those? Nah. Then it's a little bit too much, Spirit. Sometimes I'll take 3 of them like that, sometimes 2, but it depends like how I'm really feeling. So I think those are just a little too much. All right, 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords, air energy, could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. 9 of Swords talks about those sleepless nights, anxiety, being up all night thinking about somebody. But if you notice in this card too, it's kind of hard to see. Again, I'm sorry about the light, you guys, but there's no points on those swords. So you know what that tells me? That it's pointless worry. There's worry that you don't need to be worried about. And anyways, the 9 of Nines happen to be that close number to the end of the cycle, right? In completion. So you're almost at the end of the cycle. So this is going to pass. This anxiety that you're having, it's going to come away. Come away. It's going to go away. Is what I meant to say. Go away. It's going to get out of there. You're not going to have to worry about this anymore. But for some of you out there, you could be really worried about something. Could be worried about something maybe because you haven't been in communication with somebody. You're worried about them because they haven't been talking to you, haven't been keeping in touch with you. But for some of you, I feel like that's going to come to an end. And, from the readings I've been having before, you guys, we kept seeing communication, and new beginnings and new starts for people. So, like I said, I think that's going to come to an end for some of you guys out there if you're waiting on something and that's making you anxious or worried. I feel like it's going to come to an end. We've got the 10 of Wands. Interesting. Fire energy. Leo, Sagittarius. And Aries. Sorry, had to think for a second. So Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, you guys. Fire sign. 10 of Wands. Talk about burdens. Talking about holding on to something so tight too, Well, not really holding on to something tight, but holding on to those things that maybe you need to let go of, Maybe carrying everybody's weight on your shoulders. Maybe doing too much of one thing, That's what's making it burdensome for you, Causing some trouble for you. But the 10 of Wands also talks about, end of that cycle, end of dealing with those burdens, end of it, completely out of it, out of the picture. Maybe some of that burden too was causing some of that anxiety for some of you out there. It could cause some of that worry because you're holding on to it. Because you can see, and I can see in this card, he's definitely got it attached to his back, right? Looks like he's got like a book bag or a bag or something like that wrapped around probably his waist, and he's got all those wands in that bag. So he's carrying it there. Five of Pentacles. Some more earth energy here, you guys. Again, could be dealing with a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. 5 of Pentacles, though, talks about being out in that cold, and that makes sense, I think, here. That makes sense. You could be worried about somebody, and not knowing what's going on. That's what's causing anxiety. You could be out in the cold. They could be keeping secrets from you, possibly. But the 5 of Pentacles also talks about, knowing your resources. So maybe going out there and even talking to somebody about it, talking about what's going on. Maybe trying again to get in communication with them, searching for them. All right, let's get a couple from our dark fairy tale card here. Let's see if we can get some more clarification from the spirits, get some more information about what's going down for everybody. Ooh, not yet, spirits, not yet. Haven't even shuffled the cards yet. Let's see here. Ooh, Wheel of Fortune. Major Arcana card here. This can talk about NF cycles, trying to find that balance of the way things are going and turning. Could also mean luck is on your side for somebody out there. Ooh, okay, it's the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups. Water energy. Could be Scorpio. Could be a Cancer. Could be a Pisces. Eight of Cups talks about letting something go and searching for something else. Searching for what is missing, basically, is what we say from this card. So some of you could be still out there searching, still wanting to know the answers about what's going on. Still finding that person that, I guess you could say, completes you. That's, your other half, your better half. And that makes sense. Look what we have from the spirits here. We have the Six of Swords. So it could be dealing with an air sign. Could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Six of Swords, though, talks about that life journey. Talks about that guide, traveling you down calmer waters into something better. It's a very good card, and that can make sense. You could be on that path and that journey, but you're not alone. Somebody's guiding you that way. Could be God, could be your angels, could be your spirit guides, moving you to where you need to be. So I'm liking this. I'm liking this for you guys. Hopefully some of you guys are getting something out of this. Let's get a few more here. All right, Seven of Pentacles. Again, second time the Seven of Pentacles comes out. So again, somebody is planting something down and they're waiting for it to grow. They put in the work and they're just trying to harvest it. They're trying to get that energy. Could again be dealing with an earth sign. We had so much earth energy, so you could be dealing with a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn for some of you guys out there. Just saying. Doesn't necessarily have to mean, doesn't have to mean anything, but this is what the cards are telling me. All right, Ace of Cups now. So this can be a new beginning. Somebody's bringing you that cup of love. Could be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Ace of Cups, new beginnings, new starts, new emotion, a new relationship. Could be a very exciting one in some cases too. Could be really a lot of love there, a lot of emotions being poured into this relationship. For some people, it may not necessarily be a new relationship. It can actually be a whatchamacallit. I'm trying to think of the word here. I almost want to say renewal, but I think more like the words like I'm thinking it's like upgrade. Could be an upgrade. You can actually be with someone that you already know, but it can be like, it feels like a new start. There you go. It feels like a new start. It almost feels like a new beginning, but you still know this person. But for some of you, it can be a brand new person coming your way, brand new friend, brand new lover that wants to come here and offer you something. All right, we got a couple more here. Ooh, Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. Okay, more of energy. Could be dealing with a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Four of Pentacles. Talks about holding on to somebody. Sometimes holding on to something really tight. We call this our constipation card sometimes. This can also, be holding on to something tight though that doesn't serve a purpose anymore. Because pentacles are of value, but this may not be actually, something of value anymore to us, or it's not really doing us a service anymore, and we need to let it go. But for some of us, I feel like somebody may be holding on to somebody really tight, really tight to them, something that they really, really, really value, something that's really so important to you. Could be a soulmate. That's what I'm sensing from the spirits. Could be a soulmate, somebody that just like makes your heart go patter patter, and you just don't want to let them go. And sometimes, like I said, we just don't want to let them go. We want to hold on to them. And this makes sense. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles talks about being grounded. She's also that woman that's very smart and intelligent. Could be somebody that's really good with money. Kind of independent type of woman as well. Usually when we see queens have that type of tendency to be independent, don't want to take any crap from nobody. But the Queen of Pentacles, it is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. Queen of Pentacles can represent staying grounded, staying true to what you value. And that could make sense. So you may be holding on to somebody that is important to you because you see them as maybe as being somebody that may have their stuff together. They may have some money. They may be really good at finances. A lot of people look at pentacles as money at times, even though pentacles technically just means like things that we value. But for a lot of people, we value money, we value that riches and, gold and everything like that and silver and whatever. So that makes sense. So I feel like some of you, you may be going after somebody that's like a Queen of Pentacles. Could be like a Mrs. Piggy, let's say Piggy Banks. Miss Banks, Miss Money Bags, whatever you want to call it. All right. We'll get two more here. All right. So we have the Eight of Swords. Interesting. This is air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Eight of Swords. Talks about those self-limitations, stuff that we are doing basically to ourselves, tying our own self down, But you also see she's blindfolded. So this is also can talk about intuition, knowing your intuition, knowing that you can escape whatever issues or problems you may be having right now. And maybe you might have to make decisions by using your intuition of what to do, where to go. All right. Let's get one more. And we'll look at what's on the bottom of the deck here too. All right, so this is the Five of Swords. Five of Swords, air energy. Could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Five of Swords talks about winning and losing. And I think in any type of relationship, we have that. We have those times where things are really good. Things seem to be going well, and the other times things go, downhill. The Five of Swords is also traditionally in tarot, it's that type of card where somebody's kind of like, like na. They're kind of like rubbing in. They won the battle. They like basically stole all the weapons from everybody else, and the other two people are leaving defeated and kind of like heartbroken. So it could be somebody like that too. Could be somebody that like took a position where they kind of like cheated their way in, or there can be maybe a little bit deceitful. You could be maybe even attracted. They could be, I'm not saying you're attracted to them, but there can be somebody in your life where it might be a little bit deceit there, can possibly mean that for some of you guys. This is what I'm picking up. But traditionally, really, that card can usually be, like I said, the winners or losers type of card. And on the bottom, we have the Three of Cups. So this is a really good card, you guys. This really does talk about partying and celebration, maybe coming in union with somebody. This is our water signs. So again, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, that might mean something to you, may not. But celebration, definitely. Coming together, partying, going out there and having some fun with some people. And you may actually be rekindling somebody. Unfortunately, the only downside to the three can also mean that, you may be partying with somebody, but they may have a eye on somebody else as well. Sometimes those threes can mean that third party situation, or that love triangle. Somebody's in, in the background here. All right, you guys. So hope you guys got something from that. Let's pull a card from the Sailor Moon Tarot. Get a major arcana on everything here. Major energy. All right, let's just pick one here. See which one feels good today. Let's see. All right, we'll go with this one right here. It's the High Priestess. All right, High Priestess. Strong feminine energy here. Talks about using your intuition to make choices and decisions. She is also the woman of knowledge, So you may be like, maybe you could be studying on something, really studying, seeking that knowledge, using your knowledge, knowing that you got guides, you got that psychic ability. You could be attracted to somebody that may actually have some psychic abilities themselves, You could be drawn to them because of that. Maybe they could be a tarot reader. Maybe they're not. Maybe they could just be a clairvoyant. Maybe they see dreams. Then maybe they reconnect with you into that spiritual realm. Interesting. All right, you guys. Let's go ahead and look at some oracle cards. What do you guys think? Let's do the Moonology cards, because like I said, we do have a new moon in Sagittarius happening. It's on the 26th of November. So new moons can start new beginnings. So let's see. Let's see what the spirits can say with the moon here. Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. All right, something could be good coming somebody's way. Could be dealing with a Taurus. And we had so many earth signs. And interesting enough, I think we had the full moon in Taurus. Was like a couple of weeks ago. So that's interesting that we have Taurus energy. And almost the other cards that we had today, you guys, was all earth signs. So I'm really sensing somebody's coming in with an earth sign. I hope the spirits are not just pulling this for me, because my Gabrielle, my best friend Gabrielle, she happens to be a Virgo, which is an earth sign, but strong earth energy. So I feel like somebody could be definitely dealing with an earth sign here. All right, a win-win outcome is forecast. New moon in Libra. Could be dealing with the Libra. Or could be dealing with one of the other air signs. But something that you've been waiting for is definitely coming. And we had the Wheel of Fortune in our reading too, and that Wheel of Fortune, like I said, talks about luck on your side, and you have win-win. So it could be a chance, to go out there and maybe, just take that leap of faith and maybe meeting somebody new. Could also maybe be a good time to try the lottery. Your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. Well, we had the Seven of Pentacles come out twice. Seven of Pentacles can talk about that hard work that you're putting down there, and you're waiting for it. You're waiting for that harvest. You're waiting to reap what you sow. So the spirits are kind of giving that confirmation, you guys, right there, that hard work that you've been putting down, something good's going to come in way. It's that win-win forecast. You're going to be successful. You're going to have victory there. All right, nothing's yet set in stone. Nothing yet set in stone. So I don't ever look at that card as being bad. Whenever I see this card, I always think of it as just like it's saying that energy always moves. The future always moves and everything like that. Nothing's always 100%. And there's nothing wrong with that, because that's just the way life is anyway. Things are not always going to be exactly this way. Things are not always what we planned. Sometimes we just have like sudden things just happen. We don't even expect them to happen. They just come out of nowhere. That's basically what I feel like that card is saying there. Nothing's yet set in stone, but it doesn't mean that none of this can happen. It doesn't mean that somebody may not be coming back into love. There might be somebody offering some new love here. Maybe reconnecting for somebody from your past. Does not necessarily mean that. I almost get the sense from that card too, kind of like what the spirits were telling me when I was worried about, connecting with my best friend, to have trust. Keep on believing. Keep on waiting to see what's going to be coming up next. All right, time to take action. New Moon Aries. When I see this card, I almost think of it's like, you need to like step up your game. You need to go out there and take a risk. Maybe you need to make that first move if you are interested in somebody. Maybe not be shy or scared. Ask them out. Ask them to coffee. Ask them out, to the movies, whatever, something simple. But take some action, make that first move. And here we go. Here we go. Look at this. New moon, you guys. New moon from the spirits. New moon. And I said we had a new moon in Sagittarius. I love it when we get confirmation. New moon, a new start is coming. And I did not say that. Did I not say new moons means new beginnings, new starts? Set your intentions on what you want for that new beginning, that new start. All right, let's just get two more. Get two more, spirits. We'll take from the top and the bottom, you guys. How's that? Top and the bottom. It's time to release negativity. This is the full moon in Scorpio. We're just coming out of Scorpio season. Just coming out of it. Time to release negativity. So again, like I said before, trusting that something's going to happen. Stop thinking negatively. If you happen to be a Capricorn like me, or at least have that in your chart, that's what we end up doing a lot of times. We end up, no matter what we see, no matter what, even if we know this to be truthful, we still doubt it for some reason or another. But that's what the spirits are trying to tell you to do here, to stop thinking negatively, think positively. And what we have on the bottom, all right, full moon in Pisces, balance spirituality and practicality. Interesting that this is not a Sagittarius card. Very interesting, because Sagittarius, like I said before, has to deal with spirituality. So some of you could be coming back, I think, to the spiritual realm, could be coming back to your high powers, could be seeking joining a church again, if you haven't been doing that. But balancing that spirituality. All right. All right, let's see here. Let's get a couple cards from our Shadows and Lights Oracle. And we'll pull from the top and the bottom for this one. Pull from the top and the bottom. All right, three witchy sisters. The power of three. Interesting. Interesting. This could mean, working together with somebody. Like I said, it could be starting a project with somebody. Could be dealing with three people. Could be in a love triangle, unfortunately. The power of three. But a lot of times, even though somebody that we may love may be in this love triangle, they may be a karmic, there may be three of them together. A lot of times, because you see the power of three is what it says in the bottom, the power of three. And what I'm seeing from that is, even if the person that we love happens to be with somebody else and not make three of us, right? A lot of times, if it doesn't go right, the person that we happen to be love, they learn from that, and sometimes they learn that, that they made a mistake, that they picked the wrong person. And then they come to us and they're like, man, why didn't I date you to begin with? Why didn't I come and ask you out? Why didn't I not take a chance with you? So they learn, even though it's very hard and emotional. I definitely don't like seeing a girlfriend of mine, being intimate with somebody else, whether it's kissing, hugging, whatever. I don't like it. It makes me extremely, extremely mad, but they learn from that, and they learn that, hey, they should have been with you instead. So sometimes that, Being in a third party situation isn't a bad thing. But I'm getting more of a sense though, it's probably not really that. I'm getting more of like the power three. So I'm thinking more like working together with somebody, starting a project with somebody, starting maybe a business or a job, you know. Maybe for some of you, you could actually have three sisters, you know, and that is that power of three. You're connected, you're bonded together, that sister like bond, that sibling bond that nobody can break. Some of you, that I sense that's what might be this card may represent with you. You may see that bond there. You may actually been out of contact with your sisters, and now it's the time to come back together because you're more powerful and more stronger when you guys connecting and looking out for one another. All right, so we have two. Fairy of the Divine Hand. I haven't seen this one before. This is the first time this one's coming out for me, so I might have to look at this one to kind of interpret it a little bit here. Fairy of the Divine Hand. Intoxication, distorted view, overindulgence. Overindulgence, intoxication. So those two words right there, it's probably telling me that maybe somebody could be addicted to, substances. It could be alcohol, drugs, tobacco. That could be you're overindulging in that, and it is distorting your view. I mean, that makes sense. When you're intoxicated, you're not going to see things clearly. I don't matter what. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, I get liquid courage. I feel more, like stronger, or more powerful, or more manly, or I feel more like a woman whenever I drink. I'm telling you guys, it really does bother you. You're not going to have that good perception. And if you're somebody that is like psychic and have the abilities or things like that, I can guarantee you it's not going to help you see things clearer. It's going to make things a lot worse. But the interesting thing is here too, in this card, she actually has, it almost looks like her second eye, right? But her eye is in the hand, the divine hand. So I'm getting a sense of, if you are dealing with intoxication and you're overindulging things that don't serve a purpose to you or dragging you down, chaining you down, to seek help. Ask God to point you in the right direction. That's what divine means, right? Going back to that. It's interesting that we have this, like, again, with Sagittarius coming up, like I said, talking about going back to your spirituality. So divine, and getting that, seek help, pray, say, God, hey, I want to stop this or do that. Seek help, whether it's going to an AA meeting with somebody, or going back to rehab if you need to, because you want to see things clearly. I would not want somebody to not see things, in the right light because you're intoxicated or under the influence of alcohol, because I just don't think you can see things clearly that way. All right, so this is some lovers oracles, guys. Wow, spirits. I didn't even like doing that one, and that one just slipped at me a little bit. So we'll take that one. Look at that. Look at that. I'm barely even like shuffling here, and they're just flying at me. So I have the feeling the spirits want to talk about love, you guys. All right, we got two. Maybe I'll take one more. All right, we got one more. All right. That's a lot. So I'm just going to take these, you guys. You see that, though. You seen it, right? They just flew at me. So very interesting. All right, so the very first one that came out to us, it says, when it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. When it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. That's really interesting. I kind of like it, though, too. So if I had to think of what it means to me, that, in any relationship, sometimes we're going to do things that we think is wrong, right? We're also going to do things that sometimes we think is wrong. But when somebody truly loves you, they're not going to care about your mistakes. They're not going to care about, the things that you may do wrong, or you're not, man, I wish I could think of the words like to say. They're not going to care. You're perfect. There you go. And every mistake you do make in love, you learn from that. And it does expand your knowledge of love, and if you work together with it and you talk through things, again, it's going to make that bond stronger. So, I really think in some cases that goes back to that 50-50 type relationship, talking to each other, being there. Believe it or not, that's why a lot of marriages and a lot of relationships don't work, because they don't talk. They don't just set a time and just talk to each other, and that's really, you think it's something just as simple as that, just talking to somebody, saying, hey, how you doing, how you that, and like, my best friend, before she, you know kind of like went away for a while, she was like texting me every single morning. And I never had any of my friends do that. But every morning she would say, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, and I'm like, just that little simple thing there can make a whole big difference. All right, so our next card we have here, you guys, soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. Some of you could be paired with a soulmate. And, the person that you may be attracted to right now could be the person that you've been looking for, waiting for, that soulmate. That person that makes you all googly eyed, and just makes butterflies in your stomach, just pulling you towards them like a magnet. But the interesting thing that we have here too, so we got the twin flame card. So not only do we have soulmates, twin flames. So some of us can be with a soulmate, and some of us can actually be in a twin flame journey. So some of us can be in either one. Twin flame, your passion ignites. Twin flame, though. So, like I said, I was going to try see about talking about it later in the thing. So I might talk about again twin flames here. So what's the difference really between twin flame and soulmate? You're going to hear that a lot. Everybody has their own interpretation. You can go on YouTube. You can go on Google and Google it. Everybody's going to have their own. That I'm going to tell you, I am not 100% perfect on it. So I'm just going to tell you what I've been kind of told from other readers and what I've been doing. But you can take it with your else, and like I said, maybe go seek some more information out there. But from what I can tell you about twin flame, it's very, very, very strong energy. And this person basically is 100% the other part of you. It is like an obsession that is beyond an obsession. You think about this person all the time. They mirror almost all your cards. If I did a reading for like a twin, they're going to have almost the exact same cards as me. They are 100%, your lover for life. And it doesn't matter who you're with or who you're married to, whatever you want to say, you're always going to be drawn to them. They're always going to be a part of you with them. I know that sounds kind of weird, but, it doesn't matter. I could marry somebody that may not be my twin. It could be a soulmate, like this, soulmate. It could be somebody that still is very, very strong, somebody I still love very deeply, but they're not my twin. They're not the person that is the exact same soul as me. Twin flames, that's what we also believe. That's why they call them twin flames, because they are twins because of the fact that their soul has been separated and it's gone into two different people. That's now, like I said, that kind of goes into some weird stuff, because some people don't believe in that type of thing, right? How can somebody have two souls, or how can they split their soul? God doesn't talk about that, or whatever. Religion doesn't talk about that. Well, I'm just telling you that's what a twin flame means. So if you are more like spiritual or more religious and you believe that that's not happening, you don't have to worry about the twin flame thing. Just worry about soulmates. Just worry about something that is a strong magnetic field to you that you love. This is still going to be the person for your life. That's what we say when we're soulmate. I found my soulmate. I found the person that makes me happier than anybody else. But a twin flame, that's just what I'm telling you guys. It is like two souls that have been, or has been a soul that's been split up into two people. And that's why they have that strong connection, because they are one body, but they're just in two different bodies. That makes sense. I know there's a lot of information hard. Like I said, that's just what I've been told. That's what I've been seeing. That's what I've been, online. So I've been seeing from other readers, but I can tell you, I've been told by a lot of readers that I'm in a twin flame journey. They think that I am actually connected to my other half, and that's why I'm so connected to this person, and why, yes, I've been obsessed with other girls before, but she's on a whole different level. This is the only person that I truly love, and I really have not talked to any other girl. I have not. She's the only person I want to be with, and one person I want to spend the rest of my life with. I don't know if it's ever going to happen. From what the cards and from the spirits have told me numerous times, I'm going to get married. I'm going to have children with her. So we're going to see, because she supposedly, I think, still with somebody, and that really pisses me off because I don't like the guy. But, we'll see how it goes, and we'll see how things happen. But, you know, but that's just the thing. So twin flame, soulmates, it's still that person that you're very strongly connected to, but they're not that part of you. They're not your soul. They're not what they may not completely mirror your energy like a twin would do. All right, so we have power, you guys. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or walk away at time. Some of you could be taking your power back. You could be coming out of a bad relationship, a relationship that didn't do you well, and now you're walking away, or at least you know when it's to walk away. You have that power and ability. I had to say I love this card for some of you out there, especially some from my female friends that still stick around with dudes and girls that don't do any good for you. But you have that power to let go of it. Don't stay with those people and stop friend zoning the freaking good people that treat you good. That's just me. I'm sorry to say it. I get really sour and really pissed off about that. Do not friend zone the people that treat you good. That's just stupid. I don't care if you want to get me. I don't care if any women or other guys want to get mad at me. I'm just telling you, in my honest opinion, that's stupid. Because if they are your best friend and you have a stronger connection with them and they treat you better than any other person, why wouldn't you take them? Why would you not? Why would you just friend zone them and make them their friend, or say, oh, well, I think we should be friends, or I think I'm worried about something's gonna nothing's gonna mess up, because if they really love you and you date them and you don't marry them, you don't be with them, whatever. If they really truly are your best friend, they're still gonna stay friends with you, even if you guys break up. So stop worrying about that stupid shit. Really, stop it. And understand you have the power to never put up with crap. So if somebody's doing you wrong, walk away. Always walk away. And if you can't walk away, they're threatening you, or there's something's really bad like that, seek help. Get somebody to help you, because you don't deserve that. And never, never, never let somebody walk over you like that. You are strong. All right, so we got one more, you guys. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. So when we pass from this world, we're always going to have those memories. And when I used to think about, when people would think about, well, do we still get in contact with our loved ones? Do our loved ones really leave? For me, I don't ever believe that our loved ones leave. I believe they stay right here in our heart. And that's the one thing that God can't take away from us. No, nobody can take away from us. They live inside here. And as long as you're keeping those memories, they're always going to be with you, no matter what. They're in the air, they're in the flowers, they're, whatever you want to say, your dreams, your mind, your thoughts, they're always right there with you. They haven't gone anywhere. Our loved ones will always be right there by our side. All right, so let's get it. Universe has our back. I choose love no matter what. A good one. I choose love no matter what. No matter what happens, follow your heart. Follow what you believe. And it will guide you somewhere. I truly believe that. Sometimes we think our heart, puts us in the wrong way. Or puts us, but remember, like I said before, I think sometimes those people are just meant to teach us a lesson. And once we learn that lesson, now we can go into a different relationship, a better relationship. And now we know what things we don't want, what things that we can let go of this time around. All right, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I will try my best to come back and do some more. And definitely will try to see if I can do a reading on the full moon, or sorry, the new moon in Sagittarius, and see what the energy is like for that. All right, you guys. Have some fun. Take care of you guys yourself. And I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.